right, how's everyone going? So just a quick explanation of what this run is going to be. In Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, you have a challenge board. You get to beat little tasks. They tell you what it says down in the bottom left corner, all the different things that you need to do. I want to complete this by the end of it, and yeah, that is the end goal of this. I'm going to be exclusively doing the single-player classic mode part. Single player is a bit of a misnomer. I will be using multiplayer. But anyway, I've cleared out all this bunch of DLC to begin with, so don't need to worry about that. All right, so I am ready to go in 3, 2, 1, go. So the first thing that I'm going to do is the hardest part of the run. It is the one where it actually has a failure criterion, and that is trying to get 9.9 intensity clear. I'm picking Link here, number one, because Link, well, I should explain classic mode unlock trees. So every single character has their own little custom classic mode, and a part of that is at the end of it, you get to unlock a character. And these characters are determined by which character you're running. Why is he not dead yet? So these characters, why is he? I am having so much problems with this already. Anyway, brilliant start. So each of these characters are determined by the character at the start of their unlock tree. And the first character in Link's unlock tree is King K. Rool, and we need him for a challenge. So that's just super, super convenient. And Link is also the fastest character that we have available. To get 9.9 with. World record at the moment is 2:55 by yours truly. I thought I'm showing that off right now, jeez. There we go. Alright, I should probably focus up a little bit, otherwise I can fail this. So, the way that I can fail this is just by dying. If you die before you reach 9.9 intensity, you cannot hit it at all. So, a lot of stakes. Need to play a little bit more carefully than what it will be for the later parts of the run. But I also need to go quickly and also try and take as little damage as possible. Saber. So this is Gandalf. He can be quite tricky. I get that. Very silly. Very, very silly. How bad is this? Pretty bad. Don't think I can hit 9.9 here. That is not good. We will try anyway. I do have one backup, and if I miss the backup as well, then I would just call it a failed run and then move on. So Ganon here is predetermined. The first thing that he does is one of three things, and then, we'll jump here, jump to the other side, go to fire his laser, jump over, down air him. Unfortunate, we missed it. We can't get it in the next run, so that's okay. A little disappointing. Now we need to clear the credits. We've got a score in the bottom right corner here. We want to hit at least 1.4 million. Pretty easy. So I'm just going to be shooting the names of the good people that worked on this game. If we have any donations or if you want to make any announcements, you can go right ahead.
I don't have any new donations in minutes, but I would like to point out that we are raising money for a charity which funds early career cancer researchers who are working across all areas of cancer research. If you would like to donate, you can go to donate.ausspeedruns.com. That is donate.ausspeedruns.com. If you are in the audience and you want to make a cash donation, please go up to the table behind you, and there is a donation jar there.
Okay, so here's that character unlock we were on about before, King K. Rool.
3, 2, 1, go!
Slipped off the platform there, but that's okay. Here we are, we're into King K. Rool now. Normally I would start this at 0.0, but I do want to get that 9.9, so... You don't need to start at 5.0 in order to get 9.9. You can start as low as like 3.6 and still be okay. There's just a bit of risk there, but isn't that what speedrunning's about? Risking up the speed. Okay. Getting a bit trolled. That's okay.
Ready, go! Game!
Okay, Ridley here can be a little troll.
Ready, go!
Thankfully, he was not.
Ready, go! Game! Ready, go!
All right, that's a pretty consistent setup for Donkey Kong. All right, so long as I don't absolutely whiff it on Gallium, the boss of this run, I've guaranteed the 9.9, so it's all good. So here's the reason why we do unlock King K Rule. And we actually get to do this bonus game instead of running off to the other side, which you normally see in speedruns. So the goal is to, as King K Rule, beat this bonus game in 45 seconds or less. And so we're going to be doing just that. Alright, we whiffed that, so that's going to be a high 31 or a low 32. Should be a high 31. Yeah, very high 31. Really? I'm such a scary spot, but he's not letting me get behind him. Okay, there we go. Not but nice. So normally I wouldn't even bother fighting Gallium there, just because you don't need to actually complete the classic mode after doing a lot of these challenges.
Wow! Incredible!
Because, you know, the boss fight is also slow, and then also you can skip through the credits by hitting the start button, but this still takes like an extra 40 to 50 seconds added onto the run. So it's only best to just quit out when you can.
Final results.
And you also get another character unlock, which is, you know, that's an extra 30 seconds or so. So I've already lost a minute 20.
2, 1,
That's okay.
go!
The run now has basically nothing that can go wrong.
Classic mode. Sephiroth.
So now we go on to Sephiroth. Sephiroth included as DLC marked a huge route change in this category because Sephiroth only fights boss fights. And one of the challenges is to fight Dracula. Fight and beat Dracula. Oh, no, I didn't. It's fun. It's fun to beat Dracula. So Sephiroth encounters Dracula on fight number 4 of his classic mode. And the next quickest character that fights Dracula is Simon Belmont, who requires about 6 different unlocks in order to get to him. Okay. Stick drift there. Okay, I should not be I should not be whipping this stuff on the bottom. So here's Marks. Marks is the absolute worst. Would probably be okay right now, but in terms of actual bosses, I jumped there. So that was actually perfect RNG for Marks. So here's Dracula, here's the one that we need. And yeah, just a combination of the intensity being so low, and Sephiroth's counter being really good in that situation. You just melt the second half of that fight. So, now done with Sephiroth, so don't need him anymore, so we're going to just quit out here.
Classic mode. Violet. Donkey Kong.
Now we get to use the 2-player portion of this run. So basically all I'm doing is I'm just picking Donkey Kong, playing with the controller, and just holding left with player 1 controller with my foot. So Donkey Kong's really good here because of cargo carry. All of Violet's fights are stamina battle, so it means that the more you hit them, it doesn't mean that they take more knockback. But Donkey Kong's forward throw here, cargo carry. You just pick them up and just walk off the edge. So it makes the fights a little extra cheesy.
Ready? Go!
So the multi-man fight here, we actually have to fight. We can't just cargo carry cheese. Donkey Kong makes very short work of them. Just side B and down B.
Time for a quick donation.
Absolutely.
We had a $15 cash donation from the audience put towards Blue Spyro.
Blue Spyro is a good choice.
Ready? Go!
Oh, these guys are all separated, which is annoying. Okay, so now we're in the boss fight loads. This counts as a team fight. One of our goals is to fight in 8 team fights. And this counts as us fighting in an 8-team fight. So you'll notice before I quit out on Sephiroth, but here I SD'd. And the reason for that is if you get to a point in a classic mode run where you want what happened in that fight to count, you have to SD out. If you quit, that progress is lost. So it's much quicker to quit out. However, sometimes you just want to save what happens. So just being in that team fight means that I already get to add 1 to my team fight count list. I got to add 1 before with Link on the Ganondorf fight where I had Zelda. And the next ones I'm going to get pretty shortly. Okay. Thank you. Very cool. Nice counter. So I guess I'll explain why I'm doing Byleth here. One of the challenges is to KO 20 characters from Fire Emblem, and Byleth exclusively fights characters from Fire Emblem. Yeah, that was very nice. So yeah, we are currently at 19, and we are only need to fight 1 Corrin here, so we're going to just pick 1 up, and then we're going to SD with it. Just like so. Perfect, just easy drew it up.
Continue.
Nice.
Final results. Classic Pikachu. Samus.
So now we're on to Pikachu. We're going to grab Samus for this just because Samus just works so much nicer for the stages that you have, the way that she gets her kills.
Ready? Go!
So for this, I'm just going to stand here. Just going to up tilt, try and grab, up throw, up throw. Nice and easy. For Pikachu, that takes a little more nickel and diming. But very, very quick for Samus.
Ready? Go!
And this fight is the reason why we don't pick Donkey Kong. That's such a consistent setup there with Samus, and that's a near impossible fight with Donkey Kong.
Ready? Go!
So, you can quit out here and just start this over again. This is faster than trying to fight the Lucarias on Spear Pillar. The way the AI works, it's different for each character. Lucario loves to run away, and there are a lot of places to run away on Spear Pillar. So we don't bother with that fight because it's just awful. Now I wait patiently for this one to approach. Okay. That's a new one.
Ready? Go!
Okay, that is so rare that Jigglypuff goes that well, and it happened twice in a row. I didn't want to bring it up last time just because I didn't want it to just come back to haunt me immediately. That was shockingly good. Anyway, here's Banjo and Kazooie. Everyone that likes Banjo and Kazooie in this game, you're going to be severely disappointed with what's about to happen. We just need the team fight. We don't actually need to fight it. Oh, and I've messed that up already. So we get more Banjo, I guess. There we go. It ate my inputs. That is the excuse that I'll use instead of admitting that to myself that I was bad. So now we go Joker. We go back to Donkey Kong. And a lot of you who are familiar with the competitive aspects of this game might be wondering, why on earth would I ever pick Donkey Kong over Joker? Donkey Kong, one of the worst characters in the game. Not bottom 10, but he's pretty close down there. With Joker, a top 3 character. And that's because Donkey Kong can do that. Just instantly picks up KOs here with up B. Just spin to win. That move is pretty bad in like competitive play because like if you miss it, there's a lot of opportunity for your opponent to set up a really tough punish on there. But since the CPUs don't know how to punish, it is very good for us.
Ready? Go!
And here's another example of Big Gorilla just picks them up and takes them away. Samus is here. There is a... Okay. So you kind of see there that I kind of hang out at the edge of the blast zone. And what that means is when the round's over, the camera doesn't zoom into me, and that saves 0.2 of a second. It's not a lot of time saved, but it's free to go for, so try to do it wherever I can. Okay, I'm in the blender. That fight's always tough because they've got better frame data than you, and they just alternate between each other. It's good fun. All right, Lynx, we just want to run in and use our up B. Up B also has super armor. That just means that you're not just going to get stunned when something hits you. Okay. So there's Donkey Kong's time to shine. That and now finally we've got Pink Ball Kirby. Kirby we do have to complete because there is a challenge that says that we have to use 5 recovery items and then beat a classic mode. And as you can see, Kirby's classic mode is absolutely littered with recovery items. The current record for this category uses a route where you try and hope that a party ball spawns while you are playing Link. That has a very low chance. And then on top of that, you want it to drop food, which is a 20% chance to happen. It's very RNG heavy. That run is absolutely terrible, but it's world record by about 20 seconds to my previous PB. It's an absolute nightmare because you don't have to finish Kirby, but it's no use going for that in a marathon setting because it is an absolute nightmare to go for. It took me 1 month to get 1 completed run. Yep, he got me. Yeah, very rarely do they just jump straight to the ledge. They just like to jump over it a little bit. For whatever reason. Bad recovery routes, but we abuse that. And now we've got Marks. Marks was bad on Sephiroth purely because I messed it up. Marks is going to be bad here. So you see, Marks just disappears, and there's just points where you just cannot hit him. Like right now. To hit that, but that's okay. Okay, so we have just spent a lot of time doing stuff without ever going back to the challenge board. Here's where we're about to cash all that in. So, going to go through the end credits here, and then quit out of the character unlock.
Final result.
So we've got Ness. We do not need him whatsoever.
3, 2, 1, go!
And now, we have cleared a lot of challenges very quickly. And these last few, we're just going to use hammers on. They require unlocking Palutena, Mega Man, Greninja, and Snake. That adds about an extra half hour to this run. Very disinteresting. Yeah, we have just enough challenges done to get the hammer and time. Yeah, so happy that I managed to get the 9.9 on King K. Rool. Bit unfortunate that I missed it on Link. I really shouldn't be missing it, but you know, we have backups for a reason. And yeah, that's about it for me.
Cool. That time was 31:04.
Yeah.
My time as host has come to a close, but stick around for the exciting any percent co-op run of Exciting Bass 3.